First, I'd like to congratulate George Mason University and Coach Hewitt and his staff and their players on a tremendous year. I thought they played two extremely competitive, fiercely competitive games here in Richmond, and really proved just how mentally tough they were. We started the game slowly, I guess you would say. Really, I thought it was just jitters coming out, didn't execute our stuff, had open shots, missed foul shots. But somewhere along the way, these two guys up here found the will to win and inspired their teammates and just refused to let us lose. And proud of these guys and proud of their effort today.
Bill, I know it might be hard to put a game like that into context, but can you comment on the Lazarus-like comeback? You came back from the dead. You're down 28-4. You're down 31-7. Nobody in the room can remember a CAA tournament game where a team that was down by 24 points and didn't score in the first 9 minutes and 24 seconds came back to win.
Well, I just got to say it's the collective heart in our locker room. These kids have battled all year long. We've come back from double-digit deficits before, and they just believe in themselves. They trust themselves, and they trust each other. And they just, as long as their time on the clock, they're going to continue to compete and battle. And we had just enough time on the clock to overcome that deficit.
Hey guys, first off, congrats on a pretty incredible win. Jonathan, on the last play, what did you see? What did the defense throw at you, and how are you able to get that shot up and in?
Well, we executed that play numerous times in the night, and just the way that they were playing, I came off. I had a couple looks, but they were both denied. So that time went down, just put your head down and go to the basket, and it was a wide open layup just because they were pressuring everybody else. So the basket was wide open.
Bill, how much were y'all able to talk about the final 50 seconds of that last time out? How much were y'all able to set up as far as what you wanted to run when you did get the ball back?
Well, I mean, there were a couple of scenarios, whether they score or not, and you can't give them too much information, but we wanted to make sure we still stayed aggressive. And when I have two senior guards on the floor, they know what we have a set calls that we like to go end the clock, end the game, to get the ball in the right people's hands. And we were lucky enough to get the stop and then came down and executed. We were out of timeouts, obviously, and these guys just, put the game in their hands and did a great job with it.
Did anything happen after the technical? Because you were down 31-7 after that, and then you went on a good run to finish the half and start the second.
Well, technicals are kind of bittersweet a little bit because it kind of gave us more emotion, kind of gave us more fire. Because, I mean, our player that got the technical was so passionate about it that, he was like, all right, you know what, let's go. So we kind of got rowdy after that, and we was like, we got to make the refs make calls, or, we can't just look for them. So we just picked it up, play harder.
Yeah, just going off what John Lee said, it really fueled us to come back with some fire under our belt, and we put together a good last-minute stretch going into halftime, and we kept that momentum going when we came out the second half.
Joel, this is for you. Just wanted to ask you about, the way you ended the first half. How big was it for you to come out, knock down those two back-to-back three-pointers, and what was said amongst the players when you guys huddled up on your end of the court right before you guys, went out for the second half?
First half, I wasn't really in it. Shots weren't falling, but, my teammates positive with me, kept feeding me the ball, kept giving me confidence to shoot the ball. And, we came out second half, got a good warm-up in, and, just keep shooting.
What was said amongst you guys when you were huddled there?
Just we need to pick it up, and we can't have another half like we had starting out at the beginning. And, we just use that fuel to get the second half rolling.
Coach, you have played a lot of games in this building and experienced a great deal of frustration in this building. And I wondered if you could talk a little bit about what it feels like finally, not just to win this semifinal game, but to get to the final.
Yeah, I mean, but as I told the guys in the locker room, that's half the job. You know, we came here to play our best basketball of the year. You know, we're very happy and pleased, but we're not satisfied. I think every team that comes to Richmond, every CAA team, every CAA player, every CAA coach knows that March is the time that you want to be playing your best basketball, and it's the most competitive time of the year. And, you know, during that first half, it didn't look like we were competing. And I just thankful for these guys to be able to step up and find their games at a crucial moment and really kind of will us to victory. But you want to be playing the championship games, you want to be playing in postseason, and there's nowhere else we'd rather be.
Coach, your offensive struggles were pretty big in the first half. Can you just talk about how important Demetrius Pollard was coming off the bench and providing that spark? Well,
Demetrius is a very, very confident young man, and he knows that we rely on him to come off the bench and give us a spark plug, and I thought he did that. He got the ball rolling for us late in the first half. Thought he played really, really well. Really played fearlessly, and proud of his effort. And you know, this team has been in close games, and there's been different heroes at different nights, and Demetrius is just another one of those guys. And we know that we can't beat anybody in this tournament if we don't play as a team and use the best parts of each other. And that's just, Demetrius is just another example of that, being ready to play and answering the bell.
This is for both players. Can either one of you remember being in a game, summer league, AAU, high school, you know, junior high, down 24 points and coming back to win? And then the second half is, how did you guys find a way, given you were down 24-4 and 31-7 for both players?
I'll start off. I really can't remember being down 24 and coming back winning in the game, but you know, like Coach said, to reiterate, you know, it's our will as a team to win, and you know, we got to give credit to our coaching staff and our training staff. Man, they've done a great job instilling in us that it's not over until the final buzzer rings. So it's a will to win.
Man, I also can't remember. It usually doesn't happen. That's why when you're down that much, usually teams give up, or you know, they don't have that fight, or you think the game's over. But when you have a team like ours, a team that can hit shots, when you have Joel Smith who can hit 2 back-to-back threes, Demetrius Pollard when he can come in and hit 2 back-to-back threes, we're right back in the ball game. So, and that gives you fire, you know. And then the other team gets rattled, you know, gets uncomfortable. So we use that to our advantage. And we just keep believing in ourselves.
I thought Reggie Spencer did a tremendous job on top of the pressure. You know, usually he's our center, and he's pushing and shoving down low. But I thought he really gave us a tremendous spark playing the top of our press. Another guy with a tremendous amount of heart and just really playing out of position and doing things he normally doesn't do, but willing to do anything and everything to get a win.
For both players, obviously this game was just kind of chock full of incredible plays on both teams' part, but what was the play, if you could both, you know, reflect on it, that enabled you to just take a deep breath, to, you know, exhale and to settle in?
I actually say it was a fast play when we got the steal when Joe hit, and maybe he hit the third three coming out of halftime. That's when we knew we were like right back in the ball game. We keep the pressure up, and normally we have that team that can play both styles of basketball, fast pressure or you know just half court or anything. So when we knew that when shots started falling and we took a deep breath, and we're like, man, we're right back in this game. So we settled in there and just kept the pressure up.
I don't think I exhaled until John made that game winning layup. Yeah, man, in this league, you know, teams are too good to just take play off. And, you know, they did a great job. Their coaching staff does a great job of getting guys prepared, and they get to the basket and score and play as a team as well. So, you know, till the buzzer ends, like I said, it's not over.
Anything else?
Just as a follow-up then, how would you both explain then what took place in the first half? Was it, as Coach said, maybe jitters, or did you feel the tightness of, you know, being the top seed and wanting to advance and get into the tournament championship for the first time?
Personally, for me, I felt that shots weren't the ball just wasn't going in for us, and you know, we was missing layups and free throws and stuff we usually make as a team. You know, I felt like they did a great job defensively as well. So it was real tough. They came out with a lot of energy, and you know, we was lackadaisical on some plays, and you know, they were just prepared.
I'll say this, Michael. I think we started out the game a little too unselfishly. You know, guys who have their normal shot, like Joel had a corner three, stepped in, took one dribble, tried to shoot a 15-footer. I think the first possession we used the whole shot clock, and Reg maybe missed a bunny underneath. But I thought we had 3 or 4 shots in that possession where we were almost playing too unselfishly. And getting down by 24, I think that sense of urgency was just forced upon us. And once we started to play with that urgency, it changed the tempo of the game and changed the mindset of our team.
All right. Thanks very much, guys.